Okie dokie, we are back in the crafty area. So, today, Junk Journal January from Ink and Page, Debbie's Kit, and yep, we're smack dab in the middle of March. So, yeah, I'm okay. Anyway, today is flip. So I am working in my second signature. I counted through. This one's got the least. So I'm going to work in here. Oh, before I do that, I found this book. And actually, I am so jealous, Crystal, of the books that you show me that you are finding at the thrift store, because those are the ones I'm looking for with like the sketches. And I found this, actually, believe it or not, on Amazon, used, being sold by a charity shop in California. And the shipping wasn't bad. The price was cheap. So I got it. I mean, I had to wait longer because, you know, of course, they're not keep the price down. You know, it went the slowest, but love it. Absolutely am in love with it. And look, it even has some poems in it, so I'm like really excited about that. Look. Oh, I just had to share that with you. So, yeah, okay. Sharing time's over. It's back here. All right. I have a real hard time with covering my backgrounds, especially, you know, this is my thing. But because we're doing flip, you'll be able to flip open and reveal the pictures, so it won't hide the whole thing. Let me move this out of the way. This is what came with it. I think this belongs with this. I'm not too sure. I gotta be honest. And I kind of found it hanging out, so I just stuck it in here. So anyway, we've got these. Yep, that way. I gotta take the whole thing's upside down. So you got this journal card, this one. That's very pretty. Larger version of the book. This can either be like a belly band or a tuck. Pocket. Flip. And a flip. So first thing I'm going to do is, I did not prep these by folding them, so you get to see that process. I'll have to ink the fold too. So here we go. Had a short day today because the grand girls had dentist appointments, which Cullen's was perfect. Aurora's actually got rescheduled because she's been sick and has had a cough, so the dentist rescheduled hers. So I had Leo just from like 8 to 1. So I still have to edit all those other videos to edit out the construction noise, and then the two that basically I had no audio whatsoever. I still have to do those, but then I was like, well, I could either work on those or come down and knock out another page or two. And since I can like work on editing anywhere in the house, but I can really only record this down here, I thought, let me use my time more wisely and do this first. It's gonna be like that. So let me ink inside here. I don't think I want to. Well, you know what? I could only go like this, right? But because this is the back page, I could do that. I did a little stenciling on here. Still, want that up or do I want that down? Or do I want it in the middle? could do that. The other one's the same. You know what? I think I'm going to do that, and then I can worry about covering this up when I get to one of the other. There's a collage one coming up. Accordion tab dyed, distressed, torn, collage stencil, book page, map, a layer one. I think I have plenty that I'll be able to come back to this one. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Do it on the outside. So this will go like that, and then this will flip down like that. The only thing I'm looking at right here is, do I want this to be even with the bottom? Do I want it spaced in the middle like that, or do I want it at the top? I'm actually kind of thinking the top. I kind of like how that's peeking out a little bit down there. I kind of like that. I'm going to do that. All right. I'm still going to ink this though. I didn't get that done. That's already inked. Okay. Just did that. Get the inside here. And I think before I put this down, let me think about how I want to decorate. Because I think it might be easier to decorate the flips before the inside of the flips, before I start gluing stuff down. So I got this pocket here. Now I can either put the pocket on the outside. I'm thinking I might put the pocket on the inside though. Alright. Bit of a rainy day today. But not too terribly cold, so bunny rabbit's outside to get some fresh air and hop around a bit. So see, I can put it here. Ooh, I don't like that, how that goes up. Definitely not. I can put it here. I can also put it here. That would cover that up. I think what I don't necessarily like is it's covering up my thing. I might have to switch pages if I'm gonna be. Let me see. Oh, that's my flip. Oh my gosh. No. No. I mean, I could always do it like that, or I could do it like that. If I did it like that, I'm just messing around. If I did it like that, then my cards could like kind of stick out this way. Now I don't think I want to cover that. How's this background look with this? Kind of matches. Because if it matches, then I won't be as concerned about these. Pocket inside like that. That's not bad. I know it would match that. Let me just double check. I just want to, just let me look. Let me look. If I can find the same one, I'd do that. Let me see if I have that background anywhere not being used. Right there, actually. Is that it? Let's see. It's real close. It's not exact. Let's see. That's not it. And I know that's not it. I would be totally surprised if how would I have not used that as background page? Or have I just covered it up? Was that it? This is the second signature. I think this was what I was already originally going to work in. Yeah. Alright, so I'm looking at either this one, like this seems to have more blue than that. And this has the blues up there, it's got those. How about we just go with this one then? I'll go with that. Thanks for your patience. This just does not match to me. You know what? I mean, it doesn't have to match, but I don't think it goes well at all. I could just do this. And then it'll kind of blend in. Open it up. I got the pocket kind of blending. I think I'm gonna do that to make myself happy. I think I'm gonna do that. So now they'll just sit inside, like so. Okay. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I can actually put this. I can either put it outside here as a tuck. I could put it inside here as a tuck, or I could put it like that as a belly band. I could even do a belly band here and have it like kind of go in right under the pocket. I could have it over here. Look at those goosebumps. Ooh, I got a bit of a chill. Put it over there. I'll think on that. Alright, let's just get to this. I want to decorate the inside of these. This, I think I just want a piece of like lined paper or writing paper. Those dogs, holy cats. Sorry, I'm reaching. I could do that. Just cut this top part off. And then I've got the 3 colors in there. I can save that for something later. Let me do that. that here. Right there on that line. Okay. A bit more on them corners. That happened there, so let me try and fix that a little bit. Okay. All right, now how far out is that gonna stick? You know what? I'm gonna glue it down, and I'll worry about that after I glue it down. Getting glue sheets. Totally off. Stop sticking. Tell glue to stop sticking. Wow. It's probably yelling, "That's my job, dummy." Off. I don't know if he's home. He might be because the dogs ran up there. But he ran to the utilities to complain because half the time we don't get our bill. And it's like, okay, are you doing this on purpose? Because then we have to pay the late fee. And it's like, why do we have to pay a late fee for a bill that we never got? And he asked them before, hey, just take it out of my account. And they were like, oh, well, we don't do that. It's like, well, I don't think we believe them because everybody else does. Why wouldn't they? Let's set that aside. So he decided to do a face-to-face with them and see what the dealio is. I'd be interested to hear how that went. Hopefully I don't get a call that I got to pick him up from Waterloo PD. Okay. I laugh, but I shouldn't. this one on first. Where's the other flip? Or does it not matter? I don't think it rightly matters. Yeah, they're not going to touch because I want this up here. So I'm happy with that. Maybe put a little piece of washi tape there. What do I got over here left over from washi tape day? Was it? Yeah, tape day. Got this right here. Just put a little piece like that. I get to be on the tape struggle bus. There we go. Not too bad. I didn't struggle that bad. Put that up here. Alrighty. I'll just go ahead and get that glued on. Just in case the glue spurts out. Try to get that as close to the edge and to the top. There we go. Okay, let's let this dry. All right, that's drying. So I can't necessarily put these on yet. I can ink, since I failed to ink these. Gosh, I must have been tired when I cut these out, because like I got the flips ink, but I didn't ink pocket. I didn't ink the belly band or tuck, whatever I'm going to use it for. I didn't ink this. Holy cats, what was I thinking? I don't think I was. I have these like internal things when say I'm sitting down cutting stuff out and I'm like so tired. And it's like, okay, I'll cut out the big stuff and then I'll leave the ephemera for tomorrow, right? And I'll get the big stuff cut out. And it's like, well, I'll just cut this one sheet of ephemera out. And then I'm like, well, you know, that ephemera is not too fussy. I'll go ahead and cut that out too. And I'm like, well, I only got 3 more. I'm so tired. I should go to bed. And yeah, I stay up, end up cutting it all, and then I'm exhausted. And then 7 o'clock rolls around way too early for when Leo's dropped off. I do it to myself, and I yell at myself every time. Every stinking time. think I did this one. And then then I'll be like, okay, I got it all cut out. I'll ink it tomorrow. Now, let me just go ahead and ink them all now. Excuse me. Okay, I'm joking. Sorry. Sorry. I know, dog. All right. Happy with that. Well, I won't be putting that on there for sure. Let's get... I'm not going to do anything to this. You know what? I'm like... I never do anything whimsical with my stuff. I've got... Not you. I've got these little cards that the crown fits. Hello there. Love it. Oh, look, that reminds me of Crystal. Okay. How do I get this out? How will that fit on there? Oh, we're going to make that fit. Okay, what if I cut her out? Kind of bubbly around her, right? A little poodle in the basket. Oh, gosh. Oh, too funny. Toodling along. Doo-doo-doo. And let's cut this out. I think what I want to do is I'm going to cut the words out. And okay. I'm just going to say part of a sentence and not finish it. Sorry about that. I hope you weren't holding your breath. Go like La Bella. Pita. Oh, for cute. Oopsie. I'm doing it. And then when you flip it down, this is what you see. Some glue squishing out on that. Put that off. I like that. Too stinking cute, man. Too stinking cute. All right, let's get this glued on. I need a, let me see if I can use this. I need a hard surface to be able to push this down. Let's see if, see if I can use that. Just help me out for a second. Okay. So I want this right about there. Through it, so you know this is going well. It's a good craft day when the supplies fly. Alright, put that over to the side. And now I can put my pocket on. Now that let me just see if I would like this. I got some other colors going on in here. Let's just see. You know what? I don't think it looks too bad now, because it'll pull these colors. Now I like this side. We're going to go back to this side now. Alright, I think I want her just right there. I'll put it down. There. Why is that up? There. Okay. I don't want to see the corner of it, so I'm going to have to make sure I get it all the way down. You hear that creaking? It's right above my head. That's the living room. So, that's the piano room, main floor bathroom, and hallway. It'll keep working our way right into and get to that living room. Just want to make sure I can still close that. Okay. It's not too far down. Maybe a little smidge down. I'll pull it up a smidge. Okay, that's better. Let's see that board again. Okey-doke. There we go. So that's that. And then we got that. All right. Oh, that flew. I'll be picking that up later. It was trash night last night, so V emptied my trash can but didn't put a bag in it. So now I got my trash kind of going off to the side here. All right, so we've got this to go in a pocket. That's just so pretty. Isn't that pretty? I could actually put that up there like that. I can put that there. And then put that as a tuck. Gonna put that there. And put that, oops, that would like kind of sit up. Actually, I would tuck that down here. Let that one sit out like that. Let's do that. Do a little tuck there. Somehow going through Instagram, a lot on my feed is coming up with like snippets and information, like background kind of information, about Game of Thrones. And man, it's got me like wanting to watch again. I think it's been, you know, it's been long enough now that I could go for that again. I could definitely have me some Game of Thrones again. Although, and then I think about like, oh gosh, what about all the horrible, like, first thing you got to deal with, of course, is Jon Snow being treated like a bastard, because that's what they all called him and everything. And I know it was the cover and all, but still, you know, to know who he really is. And then to have to watch Ned Stark die, you know, spoiler alerts for anybody who hasn't seen it and you haven't. What's wrong with you? Go freaking watch it. Fast forward, don't watch this video. I don't know. But we're talking that's been over for years now. Oh yeah, just everything. The Red Wedding. Oh my gosh, you know. Just Hodor. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of, you know. Yeah. So put this. Go into my. Let's go into the humongous ephemera stash here. Oh, these fellas. I like these windows. Those are cool. There. Could go there. Excuse me again. Oh, goodness. I moved my ephemera. Why am I reaching for this? I know I just pulled this out. I know there's a ton in here. What do I got here? Let's see. Got some tabs. I don't have to necessarily use as a tab. Although I could, I guess. Nah. I was actually just looking, but that kind of goes with that background, so that doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It's got a circle. I thought maybe it was going to be, there's one of my numbers. And a button. There's a button. And a number. Here we go. I'm happy with that. Let's start with this one. So say about there. A little further out. Okay, there's that one. Then let's go with this one. Kind of like there. Okay. And then what's next? This will be next. Go here. About like that. And then, let's see, what was it? This one? Did that go? No, I think it went like that, right? It went like that, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So that kind of goes over the still. Like that. Oh, a little further down. Okay. I didn't mean to go that far down. That's all right. It'll be all right. Alrighty. Say about there. Okay. Really decide. Do I want this here? Do I want it here? And then if you were to flip this down, you take these out. This is just sitting up here. I mean, I like it. I could put some lace, or let's see what scraps I got here. Well, that's kind of pretty, you think? I think so. Let me cut this piece off here. That's a little too much there. I don't mind the unevenness down there. I think I'm going to do that. I'll actually just do that and call it a day. So I can move on. All right, let me do that. All right, Fabri-Tac. See. Where's my... I should clean that up. I did not. Where's my glue sheet? Alright, let's get some glue on here. I'm gonna put some on here, right? And then I'll stick the card down on top of it kind of right away. Okay. And let's put a little fabric tack on here. Right. Put her down. Like right there. I think that is so pretty. I don't know if it's because it's got like kind of the sketchy feel with the watercolory feel. Combination of the colors. Oh, I just think that is such a lovely. Now, if I'd have put like I could have just put lined paper on the back. If I'd have printed it, like would be a journal card, I would have probably used it as a journal card. But now, I can just look at it. It's so pretty. All right, these two are in here. Like show. Flip La Bellavita up. I got that. Got a little bit of space here to write. And then, where were the, oh, over here. Throw them over here. Which way is up? This way. Put that in there. And put that like that. You know what? I'm going to take one of these little fellas. What we got here? Of these. I'm going to see. Oh, there's a leaf is a possibility there. But I want to see if there's like another book or birdhouse first. Dear Bunny. Flower. That's nice. There's, oh, well, bird and a feather goes together. Right. The little bird's nest. Oh no, that's. Aww. That's sweet, isn't it? I like it. Would you be able to see the feather if I threw it in here? Okay, we'll go like that. Happy with it. Could have done some more on there. A bird in here. Put another bird on there. Butterfly. There's the bird. Could put him off to the side like that. I could just put him here. He could actually go off a little bit because this is all the way up. I wouldn't mind that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to ink that back first, since it'll be standing out. Okay. Somewhere along there. Alright, hang on. Pull these threads apart. Now I'm going to throw a little Fabri-Tac on there too, since I'm going to throw some threads under. Okay. Yep, now I've got a little thing there. A little washi tape. Got this. Absolutely love that. It's just so funny. So fun. Little silly surprise in there. All right. Done. I will clean this up after I turn the video off. But flip is done. Next up, accordion. I'll see if I can't knock that out here today. All right. See you in the next one.